sector of Almost that area. I advise you to turn around, soldier. Good work, objective Baker taken. Objective dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
It may not be a whole lot to start with.
Might be able to take a plane out this way.
Out of ammo.
No mercy! Destroy the objective!
Has been armed by the enemy.
This guy's their top ace. Let's see how he likes someone being on his tail for a change.
Soldier, you should return to the fight.
Oh yeah.
We now have control of objective Able. box is now ours. Nice job.
So it's blue smoke if it's our artillery, right?
Hello everyone, and thanks for watching today's episode. Just want to say that I feel a lot better. I'm not completely 100% yet, but I'm getting there. So, you know, being sick is no fun. But nonetheless, I'm glad to be able to game it up and put out videos, all that good stuff. I just want to give a shout out to my gaming group, DPG, as of January 23rd. We celebrated our 19th anniversary as a gaming group. And with that said, we got a new website, so if you want to check it out, dpgclan.com. We have a great group of people who just enjoy the camaraderie and fellowship of other likewise, or like-minded, I should say, individuals who just like to game it up. So, got a great group of guys. Feel free to come on our Discord and game it up in either Battlefield or Call of Duty, or, you know, we're into a whole bunch of other games. Anyway, let's take a look at the Spitfire MK VB. I'll show you my specialization tree. And on this one, of course, I went with the far right side, the dual 50 caliber machine guns, and then, of course, you know, you don't have much of a choice. You have to go with the maintenance drills. I would prefer to have emergency repair, but what can you do? And then, of course, it comes with the nitrous, and the darn thing, I swear, it's just, it overheats quite often. It seems as though that you don't get to use it as much as you would like. I know that the BF109 G6, as far as that goes, it's just, there's no comparison as far as how these two planes pair up with the nitrous. I think the 109 G6 is, you know, beats this hands down as far as the nitrous distribution, if you will, or the comparison. It's just, there is no comparison. The only thing that has an edge is this, the 8 3-inch forward firing rockets. Very, very effective, of course, against the flak panzers, tanks, half-tracks, stuff like that. In a dogfight, I mean, yeah, if you get behind the, you know, 109 G6, you may have a chance. But as far as maneuverability and so on, it just doesn't really have it. As far as tips and tricks, my tip to you, if you're going to be flying this, is especially if you want to pounce, you know, a 109 G6. Rule number 1: don't ever get on the 109 G6 as you know, they're 6, and then try to do the whole thing of them out climbing you, because they definitely will out climb you. This has no high altitude package whatsoever. The 109 G6, if he's an experienced pilot, he's gonna disperse his smoke. You're either gonna lose him, or he's just gonna out climb you, and the next thing you know, he's on your 6. If you get in that trap and you happen to have the 8X dumbfire missiles, I would definitely try to launch, say, anywhere from 2 to 4. If you want to waste the whole amount, you can. You may get lucky, but try to do that. Try to launch a few, damage them, try to finish him off before he reaches a high enough altitude to win the dogfight. And speaking of that, I mean, you know, there's not a lot of trying to stall this plane or try to fly slow so he can, you know, overfly you, I guess you could say. You're going to get situations in which you can do that, but for the most part, it's trying your best to pounce the enemy, be accurate, and finishing them off as soon as you're on their 6. Otherwise, you don't really stand much of a chance. As far as dogfighting goes, I wouldn't recommend this for dogfighting. And the main reason for it is because, yeah, you get, you know, the secondary is dual 50 caliber machine guns because the primary is the, what's it say, the 2x 20 millimeter Hispanos. They're great against, you know, heavy aircraft, just like it says, but, you know, in an all-out dogfight, you don't really stand much of a chance, especially against experienced pilots. So I can't stress that enough. Now, as far as going after armored units, you have a great chance against that. You know, sometimes people don't want to use, the Mosquito FB MkVB, or whatever it's called, to drop a 4K bomb. They want to use this. And if you're that person, you know, you're going to be able to take out Flag Panzers, half tracks, Panzer IVs, pretty much, you know, you name it. I think in a few clips you might have seen defensive maneuvers. And as far as that goes, I mean, you know, you're falling back and your plane's about to flip, for instance. You only have about maybe a 3 to 5 second window to get off those dumbfire missiles. And if for any reason you already wasted it on armored units, well, of course, then you don't have much of a chance, I guess you could say. So, as far as racking up mega kills on this, or monster kills, like I mentioned, the only monster kill I really got with this in the whole video was at the beginning. I got the 7 kills on Hamada on breakthrough. Maybe because a whole bunch of guys were like in the pit, so I was able to do that. As far as strafing runs, my experience, I had more success, I should say, with a dual 20mm Hispanos, trying to do a burst fire into a crowd and then taking out maybe 2 to 3 guys. You know, do I wish, of course, it was 5, 6, 7 at a time? Yeah, who doesn't? I did try a few times to switch it to the secondary of, you know, dual 50 caliber machine guns and doing kind of like a light strafing run as far as that goes, but it made me feel as though I had to have like pinpoint accuracy to even hit anything or even get a slight hint of a hit marker. So as far as any other tips in regards to this weapon, it mainly depends on the map. If you happen to be lucky and play a map like, for instance, Hamada, you know, you're going to have the luxury of playing, hopefully, breakthrough and shooting this into crowds. If you don't have the luxury and you're just playing Conquest and so on, you're just basically going to give basic support for your team. And what I mean by that is, it's just, you know, killing a Flag Panzer here and there, killing a Panzer IV here and there. You're not really going to be as devastating, if you will, compared to using like a Mosquito FB MkVB, for instance. So, I would definitely say, as far as the, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Comparing this to the Spitfire MK VB, as far as just dogfighting goes, the VA wins hands down. There'll be a video hopefully soon on on that. And of course, I hope I have more defensive maneuverable clips to show you guys on how you can win against the BF-109G6 and actually win more times than not. A lot of people have the attitude that you just can't stand a chance. That's not true. With the VA, you actually have a legitimate chance against it. So if you're going to use this airplane, have the attitude that you're going to go up in the sky with this airplane for ground support from the sky. So I mean, yeah, your air support providing, I guess you could say, ground support against armored units. That should be your focus. Not so much of, hey, I want to be, the ace of aces with a Spitfire MK VB, because you're not going to be the ace of aces with this thing. You might against a bunch of noobs. I mean, but that's a given with any game mode or any server you go on, or if you really want to just be a really awesome pilot that provides support, then yeah, here you go. This is the plane for you. Because I mean, let's face it, sometimes we don't want to just use the Mosquito all the time. We want something else that's a little more faster, more maneuverable, and that's definitely this plane. So that's it for today's episode. I know it took me a very long time to get footage on the Spitfire MK VB, but I was glad to put this together for I could show you guys how effective it could be. So there you have it. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the next one.